Hi everyone. Normally you'd expect to see me walking. Right now I'm biking. Brit Hikes Ontario becomes Brit Bikes Toronto. This is something I'm going to try out. Maybe visiting some different neighbourhoods around Toronto and talking about the things that I see. I haven't been on my bike for about 10 years. I just pulled it out of the garage where I used to live with my grandmother-in-law. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. Just to try things out, I'm sticking to some quiet roads. In the east end of Toronto, it's not the friendliest place to be cycling. Most people go on the sidewalk or the pavement. Which isn't legal, but is definitely safer than being on the road, especially the busier roads. So I'm heading for what is called the Gatineau Hydro Corridor, which is a cycle and walking path through green fields where the electricity pylons, or the hydro pylons, travel across the city. And it's a route that I used to take when I used to work at a bookstore at a shopping mall called Eglinton Square. I'm just on my way from home in the Dorset Park area of Scarborough. To that corridor, that hydro corridor, via some side roads. Could have taken a more direct route along Kennedy Road, but that's like 3 lanes of busy traffic coming off the highway, and I'd probably be okay with that, but I'm not sure that the cars would be very patient with me. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon, so the sun's right in my eyes. I'm not sure if jeans was a good idea. It's very hot. I'm just kind of zigzagging my way, roughly parallel to Kennedy Road, heading south. Don't really know where I'm going, just heading in a southerly direction, I think. Took a wrong turn somewhere and I'm on Birchmount Road, which isn't ideal. So it's a less busy main road. Woo. Gonna upset some drivers now by slowing them down. Luckily it's a Sunday afternoon, so it could be worse traffic wise. So I'm heading south on Birchmount Road, Lawrence Avenue, which is an east-west road, is a little way ahead of me. I've got about another block to cycle to hit the hydro corridor. It's election time, so there's a lot of electioneering signs for the local candidates on people's lawns and on the side of the road. My lane is ending because of construction, so I'm going to get squeezed now. There's very few cycle lanes in the suburban areas of Toronto. It's a very political argument. Where there are cycle lanes, as I say, they don't tend to get used because people just ride on the sidewalk or on the pavement, which is obviously a nuisance to pedestrians. Salma Zaid is the incumbent Liberal Member of Parliament. She's running again. And coming up on the right shortly is the Gatineau Hydro corridor that I'm aiming for. So I shall swing the right shortly at the traffic lights. The sign says trail closed. There's a little creek ahead. There's a lot of erosion. And some repairs need to be made, which is why the trail is supposed to be closed, but it's been that way for, I don't know, a year. And people still use it, as you can see. Some classic North American yellow school buses parked at the head. That's where the bank has collapsed. This grassy area all along this corridor used to just be short, mowed, manicured grass, but they have started recently to allow some various other plants to grow for biodiversity, insects and pollinators, butterflies, etc. Crossing a road here, it looks clear. So yeah, back in the day when I first moved to Canada, I used to work at a bookstore for about 8 years, albeit at various different locations. And initially I used to walk to work every day. Just didn't like taking the bus. It was always so crowded and you were kind of waiting around, a little bit impatient and didn't want to wait for it. So I'd have a quick walk along here. It would probably take me almost an hour, and then an hour walking home. The monthly bus pass isn't cheap, so that was another reason to walk it. This is Warden Avenue, kind of a busy road here. We'll hit this. We'll wait for the light to change. Or play Frogger and try and skip between the cars. Because the lights take so long to change. Cars are king. But I'm just going to cross after this silver car coming. At some point I decided to purchase a bike about 10 years ago. This is the bike that I'm on now. And then I went through a phase of riding this to work, speed things up a little bit. But it was a little bit suicidal, going home at like 9:30 at night in the dark. It's September 19th as I film this. So the heat of summer is starting to fade as we head towards the fall or the autumn. Days are starting to get shorter. Sunset's at about 7:30 tonight. I'm heading in a generally western direction. If I kept going this way, I'd be heading towards the city centre of Toronto. I'm a little way north, so I'd land in Midtown. I'm just north of Eglinton Avenue. I mean, that's basically it. I'm about to hit Pharmacy Avenue. Back in the day, I'd take a left here and head towards work. Just past the lights. Being a bad boy and riding on the sidewalk now. So that's it basically. The idea of these videos, I was thinking this is just a taster or a practice, I guess, for me. But yeah, I was thinking that it would be interesting to drive around different neighbourhoods in Toronto and talk about the surroundings and stuff. This was just a way to kind of wet my whistle riding the bike, taking it on the road for the first time in 10 years, and everything that involves, taking your life into your hands. But that's basically it. I'll maybe post some more of these. In the meantime, I'll just kind of quietly record my journey back home again and hope all the sound came out and everything.